Oh. It is I, stealing a baby.
I won't let one mistake destroy everything I've built. I won't. Too many depend on us. There's too much at stake.
Why is he a spooky silhouette ghost? Don't do this to me. Too big to fail? I've heard that before.
It was true then, and it is true now. The trust must survive. If we go down, it would be catastrophic. You told me you could make all this go away. Is this true?
I wouldn't lie about something this important.
It's lying that got us into this mess. Be sure to remember that. Listen, Mr. What was your name again? It is not my nature to trust anyone, least of all a stranger. And yet, I think you're the man for the job. Whatever it is you need to do, do it. With my blessing.
Great. Let's get to work, Jason.
Let's go to my office and discuss this privately.
Jason? As in Jason Grant? What's he doing making deals with demons?
Is everything all right? Should I call an ambulance?
Oh, hi. No. Our friend is just having an episode. He gets them sometimes.
No, never mind. It's not my problem.
See? Totally fine.
Well, you seem all right. Just be careful around here. Well, just be careful.
Well, that was awkward.
Oh, time to immediately follow her in. You think you can walk away from this awkward conversation? Damn it. Buzzers from individual apartments. I need to know her name. Oh. No. Because her apartment was on here.
Gosh. I've lost friends in the line of duty before. It always sucks. I'm sorry.
Sucks. Yeah, that's one word for it.
I mean it. I didn't know him for very long, but he seemed like a good guy.
I can't say he was a good guy, but he was a guy that tried to do good. It's all he ever wanted to do. Maybe that's enough.
Yeah, maybe. Doesn't make it better though, does it?
No, it definitely does not.
So the apartment's 4E. I thought it was maybe 4F from when I first scanned it, but I made sure to double check.
Yeah, who is it?
I read about your missing son.
You did? You know where he is?
No, I don't. Sorry.
Then why? Just stop bothering me. Bye.
I'm trying to do an interview here so I can like look into the situation, because what if it's a spooky paranormal kidnapping? Damn it. All right. Hardy plants bring a touch of nature to the big city. You see these plants? They're getting watered. It's freaking guilt tripping me. I feel like this is all a conspiracy to get various people who forget about their plants to water their plants, between Life is Strange and Life is Strange Before the Storm and Vampire and this game. Admittedly, 3 of those games are the same developer. No, they're not. Before the Storm's a different developer. But still, I keep encountering these plants that either you have to water or they taunt you about whether or not you watered them. Is there... Am I crazy, or does this zone has like no location so far? Are you familiar with Jason Grant?
He was crushed.
Crushed?
Crushed by the tower edifice of evil that he created. The future was taken because of him. It is as they say, what goes around comes around. He deserved no less.
Come on. Nobody deserves to be crushed to death.
Do not doubt me. My name is Hugh Kravitz, and I speak the truth.
Well, now we have his name. That's probably useful. Hugh Kravitz. Can't talk to the spooky ghost. Have I encountered burned documents anywhere?
Hey, folks.
Hey, Robbie, didn't you used to work the desk at Bellevue Mental Hospital?
For a bit, yeah. Hated it. The lights were always on the blink, and the radio never worked. This place is better. They're just as crazy, but at least they're crazy rich.
Did you know Jason Grant?
Not really. I mean, he walked past the desk every day. He'd say hello, but we never really talked. I guess we never will now. Poor guy.
How did Grant die?
Had a heart attack just outside the door. Was waiting for his car service when poof, out like a light. The guy was fit too. Well, fit for a 73-year-old.
But it was still natural causes?
You work in a case, Santina? I'll save you time. Totally natural. The guy was just stressed out. I don't care how in shape you are. If you can't relax, you're not healthy.
So he died of a heart attack. He was not crushed to death. If that other guy, if the ranting guy is hinting at anything, then he may have been killed by supernatural heart attack or something, so he was stressed.
Well, like I said, I saw him every day. We didn't talk much, but he was always laughing and joking with people. But towards the end, he was always alone. He never laughed. He never smiled. He looked, well, stressed. Maybe it's the economy. You keep hearing it's bouncing back, but maybe he knew something we plebs didn't.
Can you tell me more about Jason Grant?
Well, he named this bank after himself. I honestly don't know much. Nice enough guy, but I don't know much else. Sorry.
Do you know Hugh Kravitz, the protester outside?
I have no idea. Sorry.
Jesus, the cop clam up.
Huh?
That's what we called it. Whenever an older cop wouldn't tell us something. It didn't work when my dad used it, and it sure ain't working for you.
Jesus, you're a Santina to the bone.
Cut the bullshit, Robbie. Spill.
Fine. It's not like you can't look this up online anyway. Hugh Kravitz used to be a vice president of this bank.
Hugh was vice president of this bank. What happened?
Vicky, I could always trust your dad. Can I trust you too?
Don't worry. Your lips, God's ears, etc.
Okay. Hugh caused a big scene here. Everyone's trying to keep it quiet. He was a real up-and-comer type. Was just promoted to vice president. Then he went a bit nuts.
Nuts?
Yeah, he snapped. He took a bunch of documents, set them on fire, and threw them into the cubicle pen.
Jesus.
I told you, nuts. He nearly burned the whole place down. So he's fired on the spot. The next day, he's out there, carrying that sign and screaming his head off.
Ah. We've brought, like, the perfect crew along, at least for this particular story arc. Vicky has a specific connection with the guy at the lobby, and we find out in the backstory that he burned documents, which mean we have a way to read those too. Who's running the bank? Now the founder's dead.
That would be Roy Fellows. I don't know much about him.
Why's that?
Because I never see the guy. If he ever comes and goes, it's never when I'm on shift.
You don't know anything about Roy Fellows.
No, like I said, I never see the guy. But the lights are still on, and I still get paid, so I figure he's doing all right.
Thanks for your time.
See you around.
All right. Let's get away to a quiet place where no one can witness us
Eli,
doing...
You used to be normal like me, right?
I was an accountant, if that's what you mean, almost 50 years ago.
Huh. What was it like going from that to this?
Well, the supernatural world wasn't as dense as it is now, so maybe I had it a bit easier than you. But then again, I had to fake my own death and never see my family again, so who's to say?
All right, Eli, nobody's looking.
What's up?
Could you fire read something for me?
I'll do my best. What do you need?
Hugh sent some documents on fire. Any chance we could see them?
I don't see why not.
How do you find these documents? You don't even know what you're looking for. All right, financial sector profits as a percentage of all domestic corporate profits. So just a massive drop, September of 2009. Okay. Massive spike, December. Massive drop in September. Are those years? Yeah, there can't be the day of the month because that's a 99 right there. That's like the last half century. Everything I say is a lie. Okay. Interesting thing to write before you burn stuff. I can't really read anything there. Confidential. No, 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 no. It's very hard to read. Progress report. That's a lot to read. I'm not sure if I meant to read it or not. It's really hard to make out, and it's scribbled over a lot of the time. Please let me confess. I will burn it, I promise. Okay. I took your child, Travis. Fellows made me do it. I'm so sorry. Fellows made me do it. Fellows made me do it. I can't confess. I can only write it down, then burn it. I can't break free. I can't escape. Help. Someone. Okay, so yes. I was right. His weird pleading is because he's trying to say something else.
Jesus. A kid. He took a kid.
Shit. Should I call the local precinct? I know a few guys.
I think this might be a little out of their league.
They sit in their tower, believing they are giants.
Do you know Roy Fellows, the new CEO of the Grant City Trust?
He rests at the top of the towering edifice. All answer to him. He answers to nobody. Fellows is untouchable.
Is it true you were once the vice president of Grant City Trust?
That changes nothing. I have witnessed the corruption firsthand. The poison, the festering malignancy, the
what?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
We heard you set a fire in your office.
A fire was set. By who, I cannot say.
It was by you. You set the fire. Robbie Siegel just told us.
I cannot say.
We read your confession.
What? Do you mean you can see? See the truth?
Sure, we can see the truth. You took a kid.
Come on, fess up.
I can't.
Right. Your confession said you couldn't talk about it. So you're under some kind of compulsion.
The truth hurts. Hurts my head. It hurts so much.
Then maybe you shouldn't have taken a kid.
Look, Hugh, we want to help you, but we can't if you don't give us something. Anything.
I cannot speak the truth. I did not kidnap a child.
Wait, you're lying, right? So you're saying you did?
Mr. Fellows did not force me to steal a baby boy. That boy was not named Elijah Cook. The boy did not belong to my closest friend and coworker, who I can't look in the eye anymore, and God help me!
What the hell happened to him?
He tried to get around his compulsion. It was strong. It fought back.
We can't just leave him here. I'm calling an ambulance.
Hopefully his brain isn't fried. We've done all we can for him. Let's get to the bottom of this.
Well, shit. Well, we know we know where Elijah Cook is. Maybe. What are we gonna do with that information? Maybe we have enough information to talk to the mother now? I was right about that too. The Wall Street people are stealing babies.
What?
To steal their future, was how he put it. My name is Keith. I have some information about your missing son.
You do?
I think it has something to do with Grant City Trust.
The Grant City Trust. I knew it. I just knew it. You better come up. I'll buzz you in. You're the one who collapsed on the street earlier, weren't you?
Low blood sugar, it happens.
I honestly don't care. You said you have information about my son? It's been 3 months. I thought the police had given up. But you're not really the police, are you?
No, but we are investigators.
Well, you can't do any worse than the real police.
Ouch. Vicky Santina. The guy in the hat is Eli.
I see. Appropriate.
Appropriate?
Nothing. Everyone thinks I made it up. They think I'm crazy. But I know what I saw. I know what happened.
You can trust us. Whatever you tell us, we'll believe you.
He disappeared right in front of my eyes. I took him out in the stroller. We go running in the morning, and he just vanished.
You mean that literally?
Yes, I mean that literally. He vanished. I saw him smile. I heard him laugh. He always laughed when the sun hit his eyes. Then he just melted into nothing. I thought I was having a breakdown. I thought I left him in his crib or something. But I looked everywhere. He was just gone. The police don't believe me. They think I was negligent, that I left him alone, that I'm a bad mother. But I'm not. I saw what I saw. He disappeared.
We believe you.
I don't care if you believe me. He just needs to be found. You said the Grant City Trust was involved. Is that true?
Yes. Hugh Kravitz was forced to do it by his boss at the Grant City Trust.
Hugh and the Grant City Trust. I never liked that place. I never liked this city. We should have just stayed down in Florida.
Can we ask you a few questions about what happened?
Sure. Whatever it takes.
How do you know Hugh Kravitz?
He was friends with my husband. They're co-workers. Or rather, they were co-workers. Hugh got promoted a few months ago. We had him over to celebrate. It was... Jesus. It was the night before Elijah disappeared. I never noticed that connection before. Why would I? But how? Why?
We don't know. I'm sorry.
What about Hugh? He's always outside the bank. Did you ask him?
He's kind of unconscious right now.
Of course he is.
Why was Hugh protesting outside the bank?
I don't know. He would never talk to me. He wouldn't look me in the eye. I guess now I know why.
Do you know Jason Grant?
Didn't he, die? I don't know much about him. Sorry.
How did Elijah disappear again?
Like I said, I took him outside for a walk in the sun. Then he just disappeared. I didn't imagine it. I know what I saw.
Your husband works for the Grant City Trust. Can we talk to him?
Travis doesn't live here anymore. He went to a hotel, I think. He won't tell me where.
Your husband moved out?
Yes, he did. He says he can't look at me. He can't talk to me. He thinks I'm crazy. He thinks I'm the one who lost Elijah. Maybe I can't blame him. I don't know.
That's awful. Families should stick together in times like this.
Maybe, but we're not family anymore.
Of course you are.
Tell him that, if you can find him.
I wonder if he doesn't trust her and doesn't believe her, or if he literally can't look at her anymore, as in, like, he's compulsed. You moved here from Florida?
Yeah. Cedar Key. Born and raised. Same as my husband, Travis. He applied to the Grant City Trust on a whim. Didn't expect to actually get hired. And now, here we are.
Can we look around?
If you think it will help, I'll just be here.
An empty stroller abandoned in the corner of the room. Nothing. One of the umbrellas is still wet and dripping from the rain outside. Key on a lanyard. Woman's coat still wet. Man's overcoat bone dry. He didn't take his coat? Financial tomes, serious novels, and vacation photos from some pretty nice locations. A still life of flowers and wine. Small handwritten notes tacked onto the wall. Reminder, bear. A monochrome photo of a couple dressed in old-fashioned clothes. What is that reminder for? I can't go towards the camera, so this door is the only place to check? An expensive-looking wooden crib. Some faint glowy residues spread out on the mattress of the crib. It's a cute bear dressed up like an old-timey detective.
Ugh, look at that stuff. Is it glowing?
It's cast off, I think. Residue that's sometimes left behind when magic is used.
Magic that could say, disappear a baby?
Yeah, I don't know what else it could be. Whoever did this, they were careful. This spell has a very strong veil around it. Otherwise, Winnie Cook would have seen it.
Instead, everyone thinks she's crazy. Yeah, I can relate.
It's a cute bear dressed up like an old-timey detective.
Jesus, Griff the PI bear. They're still making these things? Me and my two brothers all had one growing up. If you're a kid in a cop family, you're practically issued one in the womb.
I mean, you should wait a few minutes till later. Going straight for the womb, like, that's... You're gonna run into capacity problems. A tasteful abstract squiggle. This mask looks old, possibly an antique. The alarm isn't set. Solid oak bed, neatly made. This wouldn't be $1 million view in most cities, but this is Manhattan. Property values. A heavy set of drawers with baby photos on top. A reproduction of Renoir. A sleek desktop computer set on an oak corner desk. Password. It's the bear. Let's review the bear's name.
Jesus, Griff the PI bear.
Griff the PI bear. Let's start with Griff. Yep, Griff's fine. What's the chronological order here? Looks like they're sorted in chronological order, which is the opposite of how normally, because normally emails are reverse chronological, but looks like the oldest one's on top, because that one's RE. In response to missing you already. I guess you've moved in by now. I can't believe you're living in New York. How's Winnie adjusting? I imagine a lot has changed since I lived here. There was a Chinese place on Lex my dad used to take me to. You think it's still there? Love, Mom. Oh, there was Chinese restaurants back then? Didn't they get overrun by all the dinosaurs and woolly mammoths? Miss you too. Oh, ha. Hugh Kravitz. Methead? Oh, I was gonna say, like, is this a typo of meathead? No, they're talking about the Mets. Sports. Hey, you're a Mets fan, right? Boss gave me tickets to a game this weekend. I'd go, but they're playing the Sox, and I might get lynched. You wanna take them and see the Mets lose? Undisclosed. No subject. For all networking and security needs, contact Tomo. Julie Beckett? Your mom just told me. I can't believe it. I'm gonna be a great aunt. I am so old. Wi-Fi is spotty here in Tibet, but I can leave in 2 weeks for Mongolia. Come join me while we have the chance. I bet you still have to keep your passport in... I bet you still keep your passport in old Spooky Face's eye hole. Like your mom used to? Family traditions, you know. Very important. You'll learn. Spooky Face's eye hole. I'm guessing the mask? So proud of you. I forgot how cold New York can get. Back in Florida, still thawing out. Elijah is a perfect name. I'm sorry for getting so emotional. It's been almost 50 years, but you never really forget, do you? Treasure that, kid. Treasure your family. Take nothing for granted. Ever. I'm so happy for you. I can't take it. Their mom's Gloria Cook. Hugh Kravitz again. Leave Schmeev. Dude, that kid is adorable. Good thing it takes after Win. You coming back to work tomorrow, yeah? Better hurry back before your clients switch over to me. Miss you, buddy. Julie. So cute. Sis sent me pictures. Lots and lots of pictures. I love them. Send more. You named him Elijah? I cried. Cried in the middle of a Jaipur temple when I heard. I had to leave the tour group. I love my family. Spoil that wife and kid of yours rotten. I'll be visiting soon to help out. Auntie Jewel. Hugh again. I'm sorry. Travis, I can't imagine what you're going through. If there's anything you need, anything at all, just ask. I'm so sorry, Hugh. Oh, email from the company. Due to recent security concerns, we have deactivated all ID cards. New cards will be reissued by the end of the day. If you do not receive your card, photo ID will be accepted in the interim. We apologize for the inconvenience. ID cards are deactivated. I wonder if we can find the new one.
Julie? Gloria? Elijah? It can't be.
You okay? You look like you've seen a ghost.
I'm fine. I think so. I mean, no, it's impossible.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. I don't know. Nothing. Just let's keep looking around.
Hang on, was that your was that your daughter's name? I think that was your daughter's name. Did I just accidentally bring the best characters on this mission? I mean, they narratively make sense that they'd be both interesting people to bring here. Yeah, Julie was one of your daughter's names, wasn't it? So we're looking for the missing. Your missing grandnephew, or I don't know how the family add-ons work at this point. But it's your daughter is the sister of this. Okay.
What you got there? Some kind of passport? Let's have a look.
He's all like, no, it's impossible. But yeah, he was from around here, so it makes sense that he'd know some of the people here. So Travis Cook. Wow, look at Johnny American over here. He looks so American. It's like some Japanese anime is making up their idea of what an American would be and casting him in the thing. Look at that. All right. He's like a parody.
Not for nothing, Eli, but doesn't that kind of look like...
Me?
Well, a bit. Yeah. Give or take a few dozen pounds.
No. I need to be sure. I need to talk to Mrs. Cook again. She would know. She has to. Could I ask you a question, Miss Cook?
Sure.
Your son, Elijah, did you name him after anyone?
Is it important?
Yes.
I think it was Travis's idea. Yeah, his grandfather. It was his grandfather's name.
His grandfather was named Elijah.
Well, Eli. But that's short for Elijah, isn't it? Isn't that your name too?
It's Elliot.
Sorry?
My name, Eli. It's short for Elliot, not Elijah. But you had no way of knowing that.
I'm sorry?
Never mind, it's nothing. We're going to find your son, I promise you. Whatever it takes. Come on, let's go.
So, you look pretty good for a great-grandfather. Was it something I said?
So the father that took off was his son? I've lost track of his list of children a little bit. That's a touching little detail. The idea that because they didn't have direct connection with them, because of the lack of direct connection, because he had to leave so early and he was only known as Eli, they don't even know his real name.
Shouldn't we get after him?
Mandana, how'd you get here?
That is not important. I am concerned.
Yes, of course you are.
Eli, please. We must get after him. Quickly.
Oh. I thought I was all clever and walked into this. I think this encounter might happen regardless because Montana might cause it. I think Montana's in my party now instead of Eli.
Hey, Earth to Beckett. You okay?
I want to burn it. I want to burn that bank to the ground. What could stop me? Hell, who could stop me?
Uh-oh. He's living through his fears a little bit of being a fire mage and losing control now. He, the place he used to work at stole his great-grandson? Kill that fire before someone sees you.
I'm using a veil. I'm not stupid. I wasn't going to do it. Don't worry. I'm not him. But I want to. I really want to. You understand that, right?
Eli, you know where this path leads.
You promised, Montana. You and Collage. You said if I faked my death, if I cut off all contact with my family, they'd be safe.
Safe from Alden's hunters, yes. This is something else.
Yeah, it's something else, all right. And they're gonna be sorry.
Of that, I have no doubt.
Listen, I'm coming with you on this. That's not up for debate. This is family. And you don't get between me and family.
I pity anyone who would try. So, shall I go back to headquarters? Or shall I remain?
We're given the choice of Mondana or Vicky. You can even try to send Eli back, which I don't think that would go over very well, but it might still allow you to. So we have a mid-chapter character swap option. Huh. I'm a little mixed because on one hand, Mondana feels like the person you'd want to bring for narrative reasons just because of the fact that they have a connection here, but she's not terribly connected to the actual thing that's happening right now. In fact, her showing up in general is like almost a little superfluous. They let you keep Vicky if you want to, and she's the one that seems more likely to have like connections and be able to help us with the situation, where Mondana doesn't have anything specific that would cause her to get through this that I can think of. I think I'm gonna stick with Vicky, even though it feels a little weird. You head back, Mondana. The three of us got this.
Damn straight we do.
Very well. I will head home. Eli, you will find your namesake. Of this, I have no doubt.
Right. Let's go give those Wall Street kidnapping assholes some hell.
If you don't accept the chance to swap her into the party, it makes her appearance really awkward. She comes in, says like 2 lines to Eli, and then leaves, and you're like, huh. This scene would have played out just as well with her not showing up at all, honestly.